that's for a reason. Hi Dave, hi guys, Andy here from a very cold wintry Verbio in Switzerland tonight at 1600 metres. It's well below freezing. We've had 2 metres of snow in the last week. We've got another metre inbound over the next few days, so I thought I would give you something to make you feel warm indoors after that 0-0 draw. My match reaction, Bolly's my man of the match, and I thought Rui made some excellent saves and a good game in goal. I thought Jose, when he came on, well, that was fantastic. He got his visa through and had a chance to play. I thought he looked solid. He had stature, he had presence, so that bodes well. Hope he starts the next match. I thought we were sound defensively. I thought that clearly Chelsea had a lot of possession and way more than we did, but it looked more like our old selves. And on the counter, we looked positive. We had 3 or 4 opportunities and we could have put one away. Sadly, we didn't. That's to come next time, hopefully. Well, what can I say? I think it's excellent that we finished 0-0. I'll take that. It feels like a win. No goals against us. And to finish, there we go. I'm going to duck and dive. I'm going to do a lot of snow clearing tomorrow to get this place back in order. And, well, I wish you adieu. Bonsoir from Verbio in Switzerland.
Fellow Wolves fans, Brian from Thailand. Reflecting last night, 0-0 against Chelsea. Probably got what we went for. Didn't want to lose the game, and in reality, hardly any chances. Probably didn't want to win the game. So before the game started, I would have took a draw. It's a point. Bonus is clean sheet. It was a pretty dull game, you know, from a Wolves perspective. Chelsea had loads of the ball. Rui Patricio, one save very late on. At the other end, Neto clipped the bar. Then Donker, fella ran back, nicked it off his foot, just about going to have a shot. But no, it wasn't, you know. We got a point, so it's a bonus. Man of the match, I would have said the 3 central defenders, but out of them I would have said Willy Bolly. But you know, we go again against Palace over the weekend, and that's it. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Amy from Wolverhampton for the UK fan reaction. Really feel very positive today. It's the morning after. It's actually got quite warm. I don't know why I always do a weather report on these now. I just feel like people around the world need to know how horrendous the weather is in January in the UK. Anyway, the football. Very solid performance. Very good team performance. A clean sheet and a draw, which I think all of us would have bitten anyone's hand off to start the game. Really positive. Positive opponent is back. Jose is back. I don't think we can grumble at that result at all. Wasn't the easiest to watch, wasn't pretty, but got the job done. So on to Palace on Saturday, where hopefully we can get what seems quite an elusive league win at the moment. So a lot more positive this week. So yeah, up the Wolves.
Hey, David New York Wolves here from a lovely snowy Connecticut. That's why I'm not outside. And already changed out of my Wolves stuff. Had to get on a work call right after the match. Pretty happy with the 0-0 draw at Chelsea. I think, you know, clean sheet, pretty solid defensive performance was what we needed, you know, given our recent run. That's the sort of result that we needed just to have something to build on. So, you know, back to 5 at the back, keep the goals out and then build from there. I don't think we were that comfortable at the back. I think Aiden seemed to be struggling in the first half. So I did laugh a little bit. You know, Semedo obviously has been getting a little bit of stick for his defensive performance, and I did wonder how moving him to the opposite side was actually going to help him. But he did good. He did well. He played pretty well out there, and obviously Hervé was a solid right back. So great performance at the back. It was great to see Pedence in the squad again. I thought Nuno ruled him out yesterday, so it was fantastic to see him on the starting lineup. And obviously getting William José not just in the squad but on the pitch today was a superb bonus. I thought he played well. He didn't have that many minutes, but really did change the game, gave us an outlet up front, and kept Chelsea honest. I think he held the ball up pretty well a couple of times. So great to see him. He seems very much a Raul type of player. And let's be honest, if he's half as good as Raul, we're golden. We'll all be very happy. Johnny coming back from injury potentially soon as well. So it's all, I think, starting to turn around. And today was the sort of performance we needed to, stop the rot and give us a basis for games for the next few matches. So pretty happy. I haven't said that in a while. So it feels good to say, yeah, we didn't lose and we played well and deserved a point, I think. So on to the next one, and I will talk to you soon, mate. Bye.
Hi everyone, it's Asa from Palma here. So we didn't create chances in the first half, a couple, maybe 3, but we defended well. So all in all, decent first 45 minutes. Happy to see Hover on the pitch once again, as well as the new entry, William Jose. I'm really curious about him. But once again, we didn't create chances. Neto tried in the last 20-25 minutes. Adama did a couple of shots on target too, but they just couldn't find the net. And to be honest, today we risked a lot. Probably Chelsea even deserved to win this one because they played way better than us. And Giroud, man of the match. Kidding. No, not really. Talking about Chelsea, Giroud is my man of the match. But talking about us, it's probably either Kilman or Patricio, as he did like 4 good saves in the last 10 minutes. But ended 0-0, and at least we didn't lose this one too. We're facing, I think we're facing Crystal Palace in a few days. Yeah, we're facing Crystal Palace. And let's hope for a good performance. But I'd like to see William Jose as a starter. And I'd probably let Podence rest, as he played good today and got hit like 3 times. But yes, I'm really hoping for the next one against Palace. So see you all there.
Hello Dave, hello all. This is Matt calling in from Berlin after Wolves have drawn 0-0 with Chelsea. Honestly, after the last few games, it feels like a win. We've been pretty dreadful, 13 games without a clean sheet, just being awful at football, and to come here and look relatively stable and solid and just not concede and look like Wolves again is just a massive relief going forward. It wasn't pretty at times, but it is a excellent building block to move on with the season. I thought there were some standout performances in a well-organised team. I thought Neto always looks great. He's such a dynamic player, really turning into a gem of a team in our team. I thought Semedo was really good actually today. He had to play half a game on the left, which is not used to, and I thought he was very solid and defended well. I thought Neves had a good game as well in midfield. And overall, it was just good to see the team performing again in a clean sheet, and Patricio made some saves, and we could even nicked it. Neto had a chance and scooped over the ball. I think he might have been offside Podence when Podence flicked him the ball. But overall, encouraging signs, and I am very excited for William Jose. He's a big lad, isn't he? And puts it around a bit and held the ball up and saved a goal at the end, to be honest. He got his big head in the way and deflected it when it was looked like it was going in. So he had a pretty good debut, to be honest, and I would start him against Palace. I would keep 3 at the back. I would drop Adama, who just infuriates me and gives the ball away and runs up and down in a straight line and can't do anything else at this point. And I would play Podence, Neto and Jose up front, and we smash Palace, 3 or 4 goals there, and then we're looking at Europe again. It's amazing what a clean sheet does for your confidence, isn't it? Rock on, lads.
Evening, guys. Paul here from Spanish Wolves. Good point that tonight. Perhaps it wasn't the most entertaining game from Wolves' point of view. However, it doesn't matter. After the games of late, I think that's what we needed. Back to 3 defenders. Paid off for me tonight. The guys look solid. All across the pitch really, except, and I will be critical, Adama is an enigma, isn't he? I just don't know what he did tonight and how he can warrant a place in the team. Now we've got this striker. I know it was too early tonight to bring the striker on for a full 90 minutes. Christ, he doesn't even know the players' names yet, I doubt. But Adama showed nothing tonight for me. But that's my opinion. Aiden NORWAY, the lad struggled, but he was playing against the best player on the park tonight. The Chelsea lad played a blinder. Probably made to look good by Aiden NORWAY, but even so, he did very well. He overcame on and shored it up a bit, so that was good news. But I think the pleasing thing is the clean sheet, the back three. Apart from one or two half chances that Chelsea had, Rude didn't have to do a lot, did he? So it's pleasing, and to walk away with a point, I think we should take that and take it smiling. On to the next one. Cheers, guys.
Hello there, Chris here in Athens. Chelsea 0, Wolves 0. Much better performance from Wolves this time round. I think we've looked a lot closer to what we've been the previous 2 seasons, which is a side that is very, very difficult to break down, and can cause you chaos in counter-attack. We didn't create much in terms of chances, we know that, but having said that, we did hit the bar. Had a decent header in the first half, which is very encouraging. Most importantly for me was keeping Chelsea out. It's the first clean sheet in 12 games. Not to be underestimated how important that is for our side and for building confidence. Hoping very much that this is a turning point. It was good to see the new striker get a run out towards the end of the game. Had a couple of touches, held the ball up quite well, I thought. Man of the match for me would be Pedro Neto. Because on a few occasions where we did break out, he looked most like causing some trouble, and of course hit the bar. I think he was quite unlucky. Having said that, wasn't really a lot for Patricio to do during the game. I think he made a couple of saves, but nothing too dramatic. And if you think that it's a Chelsea side trying to prove themselves to a new manager, it's a good sign. I think we've got a lot to build on. Obviously we're going through a bit of a rough patch, so we need a bit of encouragement, a bit of confidence. Hopefully that performance will be it. Going into a run of quite difficult games coming up. Feeling relieved actually not to have lost and to have that point on the table. Hopefully we can continue to improve from here. I think Semedo also played pretty well. I'm not the biggest fan of Semedo, but I thought he played quite well. So yeah, let's try and keep it up. From Athens, always Wolves.
Yeah, this is Chris from Athens in Norway. The morning after Chelsea 0, Wolves 0. I was actually working yesterday. For people who don't know, I'm actually a prison officer out here in Norway. Now, fortunately enough for me, I was able to watch at work. I was in the wing with watching the game with the inmates, actually, which was a really good experience, I have to say. Most of them, of course, wanted Chelsea to win. But look, let's be fair, it wasn't a game anyone's going to remember. Because we just had to get something out of it. Nuno approached the game in exactly the right way. Back to 3 central defenders, a back 5. Keep it solid, get a point and come out the other side. Really happy with that. I really don't care about entertainment anymore this season. I'm not bothered about doing anything special. Let's just do what we have to do to stay in the division. We should be fine for that. And pick up the points where we can. Was really great to see last few minutes our new striker come on, Willian Jose, and you know, we didn't see very much of him, but he looks like a big lad and he looks like he can at least hold the ball up, and that's what we need, isn't it? You know, no criticism of anybody, but since Raul's injury, we've effectively been playing with 10 men for the last 11 or 12 games, and it's shown. It's shown in every possible way. But we'll take the positives from that. It's a point on the road, and that's a good point.
Hey, Dave, Wolfman, Jeff here in Alabama.
still at work as the game was on Wednesday in the middle of the day for me here. So it was a draw, and which I think before the game, if you said we had a draw, I think all of us would be happy with that. So definitely we'll take the point. Saw some areas of improvement. Saw a lot of areas of the need for continued improvement. But I think overall, Dave, I think relieved may be my main word today, insofar as I think we have a long ways to get back to our form, but we've hopefully have turned a corner. Good to see the back three. That was crucial. I was a little surprised at, delighted to see Daniel Pedence back in the lineup, but we had 3 strikers on the bench and none of them starting. So that was a little bit odd. But it looked like we were trying to contain them in the first half, which our defense did much, much better. Not perfect, but there was we were obviously able to get a clean sheet, so we're very happy with that. But they were a lot better. I think their defense has played the best they have in weeks, and so that's good. Still struggling on getting goals. I think Dendonka would be my man of the match because I think he was the highlights. I think Neto, always the quality, just couldn't find it. He was pushing though. Pedence, maybe not quite as back as we thought he was. It would have been interesting to see if one of our strikers had started. Hard to know if that was a difference. Disappointed with Traore. I hope there's not a knock or an injury with him. The other thing I want to mention was Semedo. Got a chance to see him. In the first half, he played as usually right wing back, and he moved over to left wing back when Aiden was really kind of out of his depth. It was not a good matchup for him. And so Semedo, I think, did a really good job of adjusting and letting Hoover play his position, and he can cover on to the other side. So it was good to see Semedo being that adjustable. Should be happy, not delighted, but happy and encouraged. I think going into this weekend, I feel much more confident we're going to get a win this weekend because I think we're starting to turn things around. So, hey, this is Wolfman Jeff here in Alabama.
Hey Dave, it's Aiden Purcell checking in from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. Just finished watching Wolves get 1 point against Chelsea. Listen, 0-0 against Chelsea. You offered me that before the match. I take it. I think most of us do. We got a clean sheet. Certainly looked well organized defensively, and back to a little bit more, looking like Nuno's Wolves. So in the defensive third of the pitch, certainly positive signs. Looked pretty good. Cody was attacking the ball quite well on some of those crosses. I thought Dendonker and Neves sitting in front of the back 5 played very well. Midfield and offensively, no change. Our hold-up play is just non-existent. Hopefully Willian can help improve some of that. Obviously need to see much more out of him before we can make any sort of assessments on him, but he certainly ran his socks off when he came on the pitch, so that was nice to see. Traore, I think he's got to go back to starting on the bench and coming on as an impact sub. Obviously looked terrible tonight, and also change your slippers, mate. He was slipping all over the place. It was frustrating to watch, but yeah, no. Defensively, I'm going to stick to the positives. Defensively, looked good, clean sheet. First time in a few months in the Premier League, anyways, that we've had a clean sheet. Hopefully, that's something to build off of, a little bit of a kickstart and a foundation to turning things around here. So, anyways, about to do your live show here, so I will sign off and talk to you soon. Everybody, be safe, be well.
Hope you enjoyed the slightly different start. Just thought it would make it a little bit interesting and a little bit intriguing coming into it. Some absolutely fantastic reactions again from around the world. I'm so grateful for everyone that contributes. And don't forget, leave your thoughts and comments below on what everyone said. And hope you've really enjoyed it. Until the next one, I'm Dazzling Dave, always Wolves.